Hello YouTube, welcome back. So I am trying out a new toy today. I've bought a media mod for my GoPro, and so it's like this little case that goes around the GoPro itself, which you used to previously have like a big fluffy foam, well not a fluffy but a big foam case around it that was supposed to stop wind noise. So this could be horribly windy and noisy. Mind you, it's a still day, really still day, there's very little wind today, but it could be that, yeah, there might be wind noise. There's a built-in microphone to the media mod, but that's a different kettle of fish again. Okay, just going straight across the zebra crossing with no fucks given. Wow, they did not stop. And the first one didn't stop. I thought the second one would. Yes, so there's a weird sort of microphone built into the media mod that I'm not using, and I'm sticking with the normal one because it's in stereo, and I like recording audio in stereo. It's more, yeah, no one gives a fuck about zebra crossings today, shitting out. Yeah, big wheel up, that lad doing a big fat wheelie. Thank Nuna. Awesome. So yes, this media mod is an adapter that has an HDMI port in it. I have bought an HDMI to HVENC encoder box and a Netgear, is it Nighthawk M2 mobile hotspot, and using RTS instead of STMP I am going to have another go at live streaming and see if this does a better job at maintaining a stream. So I can set much higher latency, so I'll give it like something like 10 seconds of latency, which is fine. This isn't the most real-time stream. And see if it's better at maintaining, sort of not dropping the stream, better at maintaining the connection, and then it also allows you to sort of transmit the same quality at a lower bit depth, and so if I can use lower bit rates, then again it might be able to maintain stream. Otherwise there's something else I've recently heard of called a Velobox, and that is a very cheap cheap form of streaming. It replaces oh, I can't think of all my words today. A live view solo. It's basically someone has DIY'd doing a live view solo, and it'll allow you to have up to I think 4 modems attached at once. And so it does cellular bonding, a cheap cellular bonding solution. So I'll see what this setup I've got, how that works. So this setup that I've just sort of bought and I'm going to sort of have to configure and try out is bigger upfront cost but lower ongoing costs. The other solution will be a much lower upfront cost, have higher ongoing costs. So in theory you might want, I'll probably need more than one modem, so more than one contract, more than one mobile phone service SIM in it, and it also requires $5 a month, which isn't bank-breaking stuff, but $5 a month for them to sort of access to their server that does the bonding, cellular bonding for you, and it then passes a stream to my server, which will be my computer at home. It will then be running OBS, and that then transmits to Twitch or potentially YouTube or TikTok, whichever I end up going with in the long term. So yeah, trying stuff out. I really want to get the live stream back up and running. I mean, it still would work, but it's just so unreliable at present. It works when I'm down at the bottom of the park, but that's about it. So I would like to be able to be able to live stream properly. If I can do IRL streaming wherever I'm going, that's a complete game changer. Then I'll absolutely sort of start actively promoting my channel and my stream. I'll be looking to boost my viewers significantly, get the 1,000 needed for live streaming on YouTube or TikTok, both maybe. I don't know if terms of service prohibit you going to both simultaneously. And then, live stream to both platforms. Take it from there. I've got some really good ideas of travels and journeys that I want to do once I can actually live stream them. It's a shame that sort of our live times, daytime, is further to the east where English isn't spoken so much, and where English is spoken a lot is our night time. I can't really do live streaming sort of from this at night so much. It's not really that viable prospect. Riding around at night is going to be a bit dangerous, and there's not so much to see. It's dark, so we'll see how it goes. First things first, try out the new boxes that I've got, see how they go, and see if live streaming is an option again. Otherwise it'll just be sticking to YouTube as I am at the moment. What's going on here? It's lively here today. What's going on? Well, I'll leave them to it. I'll head over to the British Start, go through Greenwich, come back. Moderately lively here today, not massively so. It's really, really warm though. It's alright, go ahead. Cheers. Pedestrians do like to be blissfully oblivious of this actually being a road, but such is life. Oh, check that out. That is gorgeous. Perfect timing. Jinx myself or anything, but it's really quiet. Where's all the traffic? Oh, I suppose there it is. Oh, Sesame Kingdom looks like it's shut already. That's a shame. That didn't last terribly long. Why did they wait until the lights go green? Okay, normal entrance to the park looks, to the Cutty Sark looks shut. I'll go around the other way again. Okay, great. Right, where are we going, absolutely? We have a liner. We so have a liner. Wow. That is rather large. Someone floated a block of flats again. Check that out. That's so cool. Like I say, one of these days I will actually look up the times on the Port of London Authority and come down and watch them, film them mooring and disembarking. That'd be really interesting to watch them try and do a 3-point turn with that in the middle of the Thames. I'm guessing they just use tugs to pull it around through 180 degrees. It'll still be fascinating to watch. I wonder how long it takes for them to moor up. I wonder if you're allowed on. I mean, there's I can see it looks like a river taxi across there. If you can sort of go on for a day visit. Oh, if you can go on as a day visit, I'm so doing that. There's that Uber boat about to moor up with it. Where are they going? Nope, they're not. I thought they might be going in. Oh. I think I need to give this medium mod a bit of a clean looking at it. You can't buy them new anymore, so I had to get it from CEX. They seem to be offering the best price at the moment, with the most reasonable postage. Because it's I use a GoPro Hero 8 Black, so it's not it's a couple of generations old now. I'm guessing there's a GoPro 11 due imminently, and so that's not very well supported with sort of aftermarket stuff from GoPro themselves. From third-party vendor stuff, there's still quite a lot. How cute is that carousel? That's really pretty. It reminds me of a tiny version of the carousel from the Lost Boys. So that is actually in Santa Cruz, just south of San Francisco, and I've been there. I'm such a Lost Boys fanboy that I went across went to Santa Cruz and walked along the boardwalk, saw all the various sort of, go ahead, it's all right, it's all good, cheers. Saw all the various sort of points of interest, shall we say, the like really obvious scenes that they use in the Lost Boys, and the stairs that they jump the motorbikes down, and rode on the cable cars, and the whole 9 yards. Absolutely awesome, loved it. As a fanboy, it was, yeah, really great fun. All right. Thank you. Cheers. Hello there. How are we doing? Hey, timing. Put your foot down, mate. Yeah. I am. Oh, again, timing, no traffic. To be perfectly honest, in having ridden this for many months now and around traffic and everything else, my obviously your visibility is a hazard. It is a danger. Oh, blimey. Noise! Woo! Yeah, your lack of visibility is very much a danger and a hazard. But I've come to the conclusion the biggest danger on this is actually the top speed. That if this could go 5-10 miles an hour faster, it would probably be safer. And it's not so much that it's small, which is a hazard, but it's, yeah, that it's not fast enough. You can get into and join and move with traffic more readily. It'll make it a lot safer. And suddenly it's really windy, so this will be a fairly decent indication of just how much the foam cover did or didn't make, how much difference it made, and whether the media mod is going to cause problem with wind noise. If so, it means I'll have to use the built-in noise reduction, which is horrible. It means I can't record in stereo. I'll have to go into mono, yeah, I really don't want to do that. I'm not recording in stereo. All right. Yes, I don't want to have to start recording on mono. I like being able to record in stereo. It just gives a certain sort of directionality when watching back. Yeah, that I like. But if needs be, because I don't know where exactly the microphones are in this, if I could improvise some form of wind protection, or if the media mod itself covers both speakers, in which case, sorry, both microphones, in which case it's kind of performing wind protection. It also means you can probably barely hear me if that is the case. It probably faffs the sound horrendously. There is a microphone input in the back of this, but I don't know if it's mono or stereo. But that would be even more cables and wires coming off me. So as it is, so we've got the GoPro that you're watching through now. That will come out of there's a USB-C connector that attaches to a small 5,000 milliamp hour power bank that is just cable tied to the bottom of my chest harness. Then there is an HDMI output from the Media Mod on the GoPro that will plug into this box about that big. That's the HVENC encoder. It's an H.265 encoder. So that will then convert it from HDMI to Ethernet. The output of that is Ethernet, which will then plug in to the Nighthawk M2, and that is what then transmits it off to the server, which then transmits it to my computer at home, which will then sort of slobs will then send it off to Twitch, YouTube, or TikTok, whichever I end up streaming to. But it means that I will be physically attached to this GoPro Media Mod and the power bank, the HVNC H.265 encoder, and the Nighthawk M2. It does seem the Nighthawk M2 has its own built-in battery, rechargeable, that seems to have enough power that it can power the H.265 converter. I've got a small cable that is a 5 volt to 12 volt transformer, so it's USB on one end and 12 volts, like a typical barrel power connector on the other, and it does seem to be able to charge the encoder, power the encoder. I haven't sort of connected to the encoder yet to test if it's actually running properly, but it's certainly, the power light is on, let's put it that way. So if the Nighthawk is capable of powering the encoder, then it means there's no need at all for me to have a larger power bank, a second power bank, to power that, which would be marvellous. That's one fewer boxes that I need to figure out where the blazes I'm going to put them. So I could, in theory, stuff all of the streaming stuff under here. It's easy enough to do. But then I would need to have a cable. I've got an HDMI and micro HDMI to standard HDMI cable that will come from me to all the stuff in there. But it means if I want to move any further than this away from the C5, if I want to let somebody have a go on it, I'm going to have to remove you know, that package and bring it with me. Otherwise, ideally, I've got these two boxes. I want to find some way of securing them to myself, so I'm my own mobile streaming studio. Obviously I can't use a backpack because of the back of the seat. I might be able to strap them to my arms. They're not terribly heavy, but they would be a bit cumbersome, and it means I'd have cables trailing around me from left to right. It'd be a right old mess, because I would need to get the HDMI from the GoPro into the encoder, and then the Ethernet from the encoder to the Nighthawk, and then power back from the Nighthawk to the encoder. So if I can keep the two of them just cable tied to each other with a spacer between them, just for a bit of air to air gap them, because I think the encoder can get warm, then it just means there's a single sort of entity about that size that weighs, I don't know, about £1.5 pounds. It won't even weigh a kilo, I'm sure. That single entity, and that is my streaming rig along with the GoPro. I wonder if I could sort of strap it to my belly, or if I can strap them either side of the GoPro. I don't know, it's all getting a bit logistically chaotic, but if I can, yeah, square that circle, it would mean that I'd be completely self-sufficient and mobile. It's a third SSD. I've got 3 SSDs and a hard drive in my studio PC. So I used to be a professional musician. Yeah, 80s, yeah. So it's like a cross between a bicycle and electric go-kart. 15 miles an hour. But a lot of the guys, you wire them up with 2 batteries and they'll do about 25. It's a giggle. Have a good one. So yeah, I'm used to be a professional musician, so I've still got a big fat serious computer in my studio with a like 5900X in it and stuff, and it seems stupid that I'm then using a really crappy old Windows 7 laptop for compiling or doing all the video editing, so it takes forever. So I've stuck another SSD into my studio PC and installed Windows 11 on that, so it's completely separate. It won't, whatever I do on that, whatever I install on that, doesn't touch my studio software, Cubase and stuff like that. And if, you know, if anything goes wrong on the one, it won't take the other one out. I was going somewhere with that. I got distracted when that chap wanted to say hello. Where was I going with this? Talking about why I needed to have another SSD in it. Oh yeah, my afternoon's entertainment. Finished setting up Windows on the second installation of that. Get some different video editing software on that. I'm using a very, very cheap sort of basic video editor, which is fine. It does everything that I want, except I'm not convinced. It's something called it only it outputs L265, or is it? Basically, I want to output as L264, and I have no idea. I should Google it, I suppose. That would answer it for me. If there's a difference between that and H264, because obviously YouTube is H264. If I can output directly to H264, and L264 is the same thing, then I won't need to have different software, faster computer, faster hard drives. It will make the whole video compiling and editing process a lot less painful, quicker, be able to get videos up onto YouTube a lot quicker. So yeah, that's my afternoon's entertainment. Once I've done with my ride, is get that up and running. Hello there. Right, let's go for a bit of a mosey around the park. I just got this Adam Sandler sketch, Phone Wallet Keys. It was on his Netflix special. It's absolutely stuck in my head. It's been stuck in my head for days. It's absolutely hilarious. You can find it on YouTube. If you just do a search for Adam Sandler Phone Wallet Keys, you'll find it on there, and it's great, absolutely great. But I've got it stuck in my head. Phone Wallet Keys, Phone Wallet Keys. Yeah, I won't attempt to do it because I'll sound terrible. Where should we go? It's a lot quieter than I was expecting, considering it's school holidays and really, really nice weather. I did think more people out playing games and stuff. I guess the heat is off-putting. Let's go over and back, over to the other side and then back up, I guess. Which way do I want to go? Straight right or left? Well, half left, not proper left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 choices. I am going to go the short way. Let's go this way. head back up to the other half of the park, I guess, up to the top. I can always come back down. Yeah, I don't blame them for pushing their bikes. I've pedalled up this rode up this hill once. I was determined to do it without stopping, and it was really difficult. Hello. Hold on. Oh, hello, we have music. Ah, how cool is that? We have entertainment. Oh, I'm gonna hover a minute. Check that out. Very nice. I don't think I've got any change on me. Otherwise I'd go closer and have a proper watch. Semi-epic sax guy. I'm sure I've got a pound in my back somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Can't find it. Nope, I was sure I had some change in here. Oh, bad luck, saxophone guy. I tried. Very nice. There you go, give him a little ripple. It is really flipping warm. Wow, it is warm. Gotta admit, I thought there'd be more visitors here today. wallet keys. Saxophone. Right, let's mosey on. This is where live streams come in. I could have a choice up ahead. Do I go left back down to the bottom? Do I go straight? Do I go right? I do like the idea of live streaming and just letting the audience, letting chat decide which way I go. Straight, right. Go back down to the bottom for a while. Do I go over to the Royal Standard? Do I go straight across to the park, to Blackheath? Oh, indecision. Indecision clouds my vision. Let's go straight. Am I falling to pieces? Beep beep. Here as well, so this will be another, see if I can find these points in the video to check and see how the audio is, how good or bad it is, just how windy it is, if I'm going to have to turn on the noise suppression, the anti-wind algorithms. I'm guessing that the way it kind of works is if you have to switch the stereo off to use the noise suppression, my guess is going to be something to it. They'll invert the phase of the left and right side relative to each other and use that for noise suppression. Perhaps filter everything above, I don't know, 8K. Take everything that's above 8K, invert the phase and add it to the one. So you end up with a mono signal that sounds like it's going through a low pass filter, but without the actual noise of the wind and stuff itself. Okie dokie. Yeah, you can't really stop. You're blocking the drop curb, dude. Am I going to have to get out and tell him? I think so. Sorry man, you're blocking the drop curb? Cheers. Wow, I think this is the most traffic I've ever seen coming from the left, coming down here. This is going to be interesting. Come on, white car. You are really endangering me now. Go! He just sat in my blind spot and didn't really do anything. Just blocked me. Stopped me from being able to pull in. Never seen so many hire electric rental bikes in this area than in the last sort of month and a half. No, I haven't really seen them. The occasional scooter, but loads of bikes. Hey, there's nothing coming. Send it. I'm not sure the lights were working anyway. It looks like those lights are out. Thank goodness there's not much traffic or I'd be screwed. Okay, fair play. Respect to them. Oh no, are they parking? Or I like respect to them giving me a wide berth, but has given me a wide berth and that? Hey, fair play. It's just so arid, brown and arid. So apparently we've had one of the driest Julys in 40 years or 50 years or something like that. Oh, my back is so sweaty, it must be so gross. Oh, grim. Yeah, this plastic back doesn't do much for ventilation. Now I'll stick it on Facebook in that case. I did take pictures the other day and then forgot to post them. So given that it's still there, I'll stick it on my Facebook and see if any of my friends want a free gaming seat missing one wheel. You can either remove the other four or just buy a caster and bolt it into place. Really easy to stick the missing wheel on. I'm going to stop at the pond for 5 minutes. I'll hover in the shade on the left. I'm just going to hover here for a while. I won't bother filming because it's just going to be me sitting watching ducks and geese and stuff. See how used to being hand-fed they are. There are a couple of people over there just giving a tiny bit of food and they're all piling over for all they're worth. Not so much a dog pile as a duck pile, goose pile. They are so used to being fed by humans that they will just come and eat straight from your hand. They don't require much encouragement. They'll just come straight up and eat from your hand. Love them. Right, I'm going to pause the video for a minute and just sit here and... oh no, sit here. BRB. Right, going to mosey on. I decided I'm going to go and get myself one of those Tango Ice Blast drinks. Just had a really nice conversation with a chap that came over. He said he remembered them from when they came out, and I looked at him and thought, sure, he looks about 20 years too young to remember them from when he came out. So genes and time have clearly been very kind to him. Let me see if I can turn around without freaking the birds out. It's okay. It's okay. Here we are. There we are. They're so used to humans. So used to us. All they do is sort of slowly go, yeah, alright, I'm going to wander on. Hello there. There's a chap that I'd spoken to before over in the park and passed him before, passed him again, sorry, on the heath here. Very talkative chap, he was nice. Considerate cycling welcome. I don't know if they were just retro C5 fans or if that was my neighbours. Because my neighbours have a similar looking Volvo. So yeah, I've decided I'm going to go over to the place where I get the Tango Ice Blast from. I wish I had a way that I'd be able to get it back to the pond in one piece. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me, pardon me. Sorry about that. That's beyond my control. I wish I had a way of getting it back to the pond in one piece, but it's not going to happen. Oh damn, something's got at me. So I'm just going to have to stay pretty much where I buy it, drink it over there. With the fairground gone, it's a bit quieter now. Oh, that's something I meant to do when I stopped at the pond. I was going to message the chap who lives vaguely over this side of Blackheath, who has a couple of C5s, and see if I can arrange a day to meet up with them. Cheers! Given that it's very summer, very sunny and warm, it makes sense for them to come out and make the most of it while they can. They have some kids as well, so I'm sure they'd enjoy something to do a couple of times during their school holidays, if they're not abroad on holiday, lucky. And even still, he and his friend might be up for coming out for a run. Right, back for 2 minutes. So it's mostly pink, but I had to put some blue on. Everyone knows that blue is the best flavour. So a bit of both. So I'm going to sit here and drink my drink and enjoy this. If the traffic's quiet enough, do I reckon I can make it to the pond? I reckon I can make it to the pond. If I wait for like a row of traffic to go. I reckon I can do it one-handed. If I hold this in my right hand, my left hand then can steer and do power, as long as the traffic stays minimal. But if yeah, it's not far, it's not safe. Now fuck it, I'll sit here. Back in a bit. I'm gonna pause the video again, sit here, drink my drink, and start filming again in a bit. So the boys in blue belt past at speed. Two cars, blues and twos on. Right, I'm gonna head back to the park actually. Why not? It's a beautiful day and I don't want to go home yet. The weather's fantastic. So while I've been stopped up here, yeah, a nice man and his partner came over and said that they were subscribers of my YouTube channel and just wanted to say hello. That was so awesome. It was really nice of them. So yeah, if you're watching this, hello. Thank you for coming to say hello. Yeah, got spotted. That's very cool. So yeah, I think I'm gonna head back to the park. Which way? Yeah, that way. Let's go this way. Again, while I was stopped, I forgot to message my friend with the C5s. Must remember to do that. And yeah, arrange for us all to come out onto the heath and over to the park. I'll film that, 100% will film that. I'll see if I can get my streaming rig up in time again. In time for that. Gorgeous afternoon, it's so nice. I just didn't want to go home yet. I want to stay out, enjoy the sun. Got my SPF 50 on me, stop me from bursting into flames. Whoa, bubble. You cannot no-hand a C5. So I mean, right, here we go. Yeah, it's a couple of times I've been recognised now, and it's really awesome. He just wanted to come and say hello, say that he was a viewer and he really liked the C5. Than I was expecting it to be fair. Okay, I think that was a battery related. Small dog. Hello, small dog. Hello. I think that was a battery related fail. I forgot to turn the power bank on. There should have been enough charge in the battery on the GoPro. Alright, man. You can't really find them very easily these days, usually just eBay or... It varies, but about £1,000 these days, second hand.
Yeah, that's cold. I want to drive one of those.
Do you want to have a go?
Nah, I don't know.
You're welcome to. No, isn't not wasting time. Just out for a ride, just messing about. All right, no worries.
I don't want to get off, man.
It's a laugh. It's like a cross between a sort of a bicycle and electric go-kart.
Okay. Are you videoing us?
I am. Yeah, I do YouTube and Twitch and stuff. Yeah, yeah. C5 Live UK. It's like the smallest YouTube channel ever, but I'm getting there. Just getting going.
What's your YouTube channel about?
Just stream of rides. I meet people like yourself and chat and just hanging out. And
Yeah, let me see. Oh shit.
once I've got the live streaming on Twitch is really shaky because you lose reception all the time.
I can imagine.
So once I've got that a bit more reliable and solid, I've got some good plans and ideas of things I'm going to do when I can live stream more reliably, you know.
You say C5?
C5, the number 5, yeah. C5 Live UK.
Okay.
All one.
I'm definitely going to give that a watch, man.
Sweet, nice one, thanks man. Well, you'll be on it now. Catch you later. Cheers. I'm going to start coming up with some meaningful content, aren't I? I need to get this live streaming rig sorted. Then I have plans to make my rides more interesting. Send it. It's so quiet down here. I just don't understand. I don't know how easy it is to get replacement pads for brake discs. If they're very generic or if they're sort of brand specific. But I'm thinking I'm going to buy a butt ton of pads and just keep them in storage for as and when they're needed. Because yeah, having put the conversion kit on, I can't think of anything worse than not then being able to replace the pads once they start to wear out. Come on, handbrakes not cooperating. There we go. Every time I come here I say on one of these days I'm going to have a go on the pedal boats. One of these days I actually will. I remember being, God, I would have been pram age. However young you would be to still be in a pram, being brought over here by my mum, who used to live over the other side of Greenwich. And she'd bring us over here and we'd go in the little pedal boats. Bless her. It is indeed. Hello there. Hiya. down there.
Oh my god!
Go back to the Cutty Sark because why not? I wonder if having more weight at the bottom of my sort of video pack, so basically the chest harness that has the GoPro on it, the small battery, the USB power bank, if having more weight at the bottom it'll stop it bouncing around more. But basically if that's where I can put the streaming equipment, if I hang it all off the bottom, it'll keep it more stable and give me somewhere to put it. There's a lad on the e-scooter just off camera. He looked intrigued by this. Another e-scooter. They're everywhere, to be honest, so they should be. I think they're great. Oh no, it's a regular one. Regular scooter, not e-scooter. There's the lad on the e-scooter. Huge queue for the river taxi. And back to the floating block of flats. So cool. I say it every time, but yeah, I really want to watch the mooring one, turning it around and yeah, the whole 9 yards. I think it'll be really interesting. I'll definitely film that or stream it if I've got that sorted by then. So that's this afternoon and this evening's entertainment. Setting up the sort of streaming PC. It's my everything else PC. I'll use it for coding and yeah, anything stream related, video editing, do some picture editing. I use PaintShop Pro. I have a legit copy of PaintShop Pro. Other than the massive queue for the river taxi, there's not a lot going on down there today. You know, that and the floating flats. Let's not go there. That would be a dick move. Okay, yeah, U-turn. Keeping it classy. That looks fun. Hooray for Tourist Tap. It's always fun. Through there? I don't think I can get through there. Up on the pavement, but this thing doesn't go up and down pavements very well. I think I'll just have to go back the way I came. Do not squish the pedestrians. It is indeed, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Let me get a little picture of it.
Yeah, of course you can.
How much do they go for now?
Varies, but around about £1,000 these days, give or take. Yeah. Yeah. It's a Sinclair C5. It was an early attempt at making an electric vehicle. So it's like a cross between a bicycle and an electric go-kart.
Right.
So you sort of pedal to get moving, then there's a button under here and the motor takes over.
This is what we had in the day.
Yeah. It didn't do very well. It was like a commercial failure at the time. The world wasn't ready. I mean, everyone likes e-bikes and e-scooters and stuff these days.
Oh,
Everyone's,
you've got
you
a
know.
crowd now. I'm sorry. $5 at a time.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, if you're over in the park, I'd let you have a go. Where it was safe.
There you go, yeah.
Cheers. Yeah, like I said, when we're over there, because you can just ride around on the grass, I happily let people have a go on it, but there's a lot of too much stuff to hit around here. Yeah, basically legally it's anything you can do on a bicycle. Basically it's an electrically assisted bicycle, so anyone over the age of 14 it's road legal.
Future.
It's a giggle, it's a laugh. I've got a modern battery in it. Sorry? I should, yeah, I should be helpful actually. Yeah, I've got my batteries, my phone mounted up, so I stream my rides to YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, yeah. So say hello to YouTube. Yeah, yeah. They're hard at work, it's all good. Catch you boys later. So they were wearing shirts that said baggage handler. So I don't know what baggage exactly it is that they're handling. Oh, this patch of road, stretch of road, it's patchy. It's been dug up and refilled so many times. Oh, blimey, like a roller coaster. Like an angry roller coaster. Normally I can't go fast enough for it to be an issue. There's no traffic there today. which way am I going to go? Do I go back over to the other side of the park? It was pretty quiet over there. Do I go straight up the hill, be done with it? Let's see what's going on over the other side of the park, and if there's nothing going on over there, I'll just come back and head up and head home reluctantly. And get on with setting up the stream hardware. It'll be fun to get that set up as a test run. Everyone's hiding in the shade. It's too sunny for people. Stop up here a minute. My usual stopping point. Hover here for a bit. Decide what I'm going to do. I shall pause the stream again and figure out where I'm going to go. Okay. I only hovered for a couple of minutes. I'm thinking I shall do one last sort of lap around the bottom here, then head up the hill to the top, and I think I'll just go straight across Blackheath and head home for the afternoon and get on with this stream hardware that I've been babbling on about all afternoon. I'm kind of putting off the setting up Windows. It's installed, but it's just like all the stuff you go through bit by bit. It's, oh, I need to turn that off, need to turn that off, need to turn that off, getting rid of all the crap, and it takes forever. I know I can transfer some settings and stuff. I just don't know how comprehensive that is or not. It's quite selective. Hey, it is what it is. I'll get it done. Get it done, then I can set up the... I can't remember the name of the box. It's something like a TPB2630 or something like that. It's you know, one of those names that just rolls off the tongue. But that's the encoder box, and then the Nighthawk M2. The M1 was what was initially suggested by the guy that was, I think his name is Spreezy on YouTube. And when researching that, I found that there is, since he made those videos, an M2, and it seems to be so much better. I think it's just got much more powerful transmitter, receiver, great amplification, and obviously it's all about the transmitter. Adding aerials seem to make little to no difference. The biggest problem is, yeah, everyone offers crap upload. Because I guess most people are consumers and will download, so you get a fraction of the download as upload. I guess that's why cellular bonding works, that if you chuck 3 together you finally get a decent quantity of bandwidth. I'm going to go down, back to the pond, because why not, it's somewhere to go. Come around and back and around, just up the hill, I think. Right. tyre. I wonder why it's wobbling as much as it is. It always wobbles that frantically. Or maybe it did and I never noticed it. My recollection is it didn't used to wobble quite that badly. Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice relaxed way to spend an afternoon. I'd love to get a bunch of my mates to come just mess about on these like idiots, but they all live up like the opposite end of London, all scattered across London, and it's a huge place. And getting people to come south of the river is impossible. They have some weird aversion. It's crazy ass north south to ride. Right, let's mosey on, head just over to the other side, finish a lap and go back up the hill, I guess. Just faff with my phone 1 second. What's the time? Yeah, 2 seconds. Wow, this GoPro is getting hot. Send it up this way. Take a shortcut. That lad seems to find us hilarious. He's not wrong. breezy. Twice on Hill Monday. Good job, Wheaties. I started back at karate last week. I haven't been in years now, 4 years, and I'm gonna. So yeah, I do a style of karate called Kyokushinkai. And I did fight in one of our tournaments, came third in the British Open. Well, third in my category anyway. And our style of karate, style of fighting is called knockdown. So it's kind of similar to Muay Thai, Thai boxing, but we don't wear gloves. It's bare knuckle, and you win by knocking your opponent down or knocking your opponent out. And it's full contact. So yeah, I am currently first Q, so that would be second brown in normal person's parlance. So my next grading is for my black belt itself. So yeah, my objective is to get my black belt and maybe fight in another competition. I don't know how that's going to work. There's recently been a bit of a split in our organisation. The chief instructor passed away, sadly, and so the organisation is split between two sort of different factions. Hello there.
Hi. Broadcasting.
It's all good, yeah, happy to chat.
Excellent. We're just looking at a blast from the past.
It is a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah. Is it the same? Was it got a new battery?
It's got a modern battery and it's a lithium battery. Yeah, it'll do about 18 miles, and everything else is exactly, yeah. It's so the chap that was selling it, he just had it on display for the previous 17 years. He sold ride-on tractors and go-karts, and he bought it from someone. It was been on display for 20 years before that in an automotive museum, so it had literally never been used. So I just got really lucky when he said he was selling it. I was like, yep, I'll have it. You had to literally jump on it instantly because they sell really quickly. Yeah.
It's time has come, really, hasn't it?
I think so as well, yeah. People are used to the idea of e-bikes and e-scooters and stuff these days.
Can I take a picture?
Of course you may. So I was doing my rides to YouTube and Twitch. Yeah.
Most people our age remember it, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Young people don't. They probably love it.
They think it's new
Yeah.
because they've not seen them before, and it's just an E and some kind of E vehicle, and so they just think it's new.
Yeah. They're probably
Yeah.
excited.
Well, even though it does look, this is what the future looked like in the 80s.
Now we're here.
Yeah.
Nice time. Thanks.
You guys have an awesome afternoon. Nice meeting you. Yeah, like, share, subscribe.
在他的车上，不是我也拍，万一人家能看见。
Okay, I've started doing nothing and saying nothing for long enough. Let's go and head back out of the park. I'm just going to check that notification and pause where I won't get squished. Right, just going to remember to cover the camera this time. The number of times I've typed in my password on camera on stream. Right. So yeah, the notification was a reply from my friend about going for a spin, meeting up and going for a ride. He has a couple of C5s that have been modified and they're running, I don't know, 24 plus volts, a lot faster. So he's saying I'm welcome to have a go on one of his, which would be yeah, fun. Hello there, how you doing? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, man. I am soaked.
Oh, I hear you. My back is not a happy place right now. It's like the plastic seats.
Yeah, man. It's like when I get in the car, the leather seats, it's just like,
oh yeah.
when I come off, it's like, and you get that ice cold feeling, you know what I'm saying?
It's really grim, isn't it?
Oh, God, man. But I'm not complaining. I'm loving every minute of this.
Absolutely, too right, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what everyone's complaining about.
No. That's it, we're going to have dreary cold rubbish for the next 11 months, so I'm going to enjoy every last hot sticky minute of it. I'm going to make the most of it.
Absolutely.
Normally you have to pay hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds to go somewhere else to get weather like this, so I'm going to make the most of it.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah,
I
right.
forgot about going on holiday.
Yeah.
I'm waiting till October, man.
Exactly. I never understood.
Cyprus or somewhere. Well, I've got my cousin's wedding in Cyprus.
Oh,
so,
brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never quite got my head around it's the summer, so let's go away to somewhere sunny. It's the only time we actually have sun at home. Sun at home, yeah.
As long as you're not stressed out on working too hard,
yes.
It's absolutely beautiful
yeah,
in the summer.
It is. It's really, yeah, we have really nice summers.
We
really
summers,
do, yeah.
You kind of can go on, and you could just discover places that you've never
Too right. Too right.
Which is really good.
Yeah.
I mean, we went to the observatory the other day.
Oh, fantastic.
Fun.
I've lived here all my life. I've never been there. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
you've got to get some goal.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Man.
Yeah, I really must.
Because it's not a long experience, but to me, for the tenner, it was just worth it.
Excellent.
And it was just, I want to say, but it was, I went when I was a kid, and this is totally different. The
Oh,
technology
awesome.
is just
Oh,
gone.
fantastic.
Oh no, I could just
I've got
about
to do
remember
it.
when I was a kid, but you've got to do it.
I've got to do it. Yeah,
so you're
brilliant.
on your rounds then today?
I am. I've just bought some fancy new technology that I'm going to go home and set up now that will hopefully help me with actual live streaming.
Oh,
so
right.
it's easy enough to film stuff for YouTube,
Yeah.
but when I was streaming just directly from my phone, up around here it was just dropping the stream all the time.
What
It just
is
couldn't
your-
stay connected.
What is your YouTube channel again? Because I dropped my phone, had to get that repaired, and I've just
No
dropped
worries.
it again.
Oh no.
And look at this.
Yeah.
What is your YouTube?
C5 Live UK. Let me pull forward. Take a picture. It's on the back. It's on the back.
It's on the back. Okay.
There we go.
So that I can follow you. Is that-
Brilliant. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you.
And share,
That's awesome. Yeah, like, share, subscribe.
I always say it wrong. How you
Like,
doing,
share,
right?
and subscribe. Hello
Like,
there.
share, subscribe. That's
Yeah.
it. When you come in, you should have that on the front.
Yeah.
And at the back.
Oh, funnily enough, I
Yeah.
just had a guy stop me over in Blackheath saying, I follow you on YouTube. He's
Oh,
like,
wicked.
you legend. Thank you very much for coming and saying
Yeah,
hello.
that's
Yeah,
nice,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
That's
That's
good,
really
man.
cool. He'd
Makes
seen me
it
going
worth it.
past and just got it off the back. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm going to tell you? You do not know, most probably you do not know, and I won't keep you, but
No,
you most
I'm
probably don't know how much you give by putting up videos like what you do. And I'll tell you why.
Oh, that's awesome.
When I was in hospital and I was in intensive care and I was coming through,
Oh my
the only
gosh.
thing I had was the phone.
Wow, okay.
And the sun was out, I couldn't do nothing, couldn't skate, and they're
That's
saying
hard,
to me that
yeah.
I might not walk again,
Oh my God.
and all that bollocks.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing things because there were guys who skate through Toronto, through
Oh,
cities
amazing,
and stuff
yeah.
like that, and they video it live.
Brilliant.
And even people who just walk.
Yeah.
And I was looking at
Hello there.
and I was looking at people in Greenwich Park just
Yeah.
walking through the
Oh,
park 'cause I
awesome.
missed it.
Right, yeah.
So it kept my spirit going.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
remember, there's a lot
That's
of
really
more
cool.
people that look.
Oh, that's
and
really
watch that you
cool.
most probably don't know about.
Because it was things like that made that was why I started filming it. There was a
Ah.
guy who films. He drives a truck across America, and he just streams. He's driving through the middle of the desert, and he's just driving his, streaming his ride through the deserts.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
You
yeah.
watch it and go, wow, look at those miles and miles and
Yeah,
miles of
yeah,
desert
yeah,
ahead.
yeah,
But
yeah.
he has thousands of viewers at any
Yeah.
given time. I thought, if people watch that, they'll watch me riding around London,
Absolutely,
and it was
man.
that gave me the idea.
Yeah, that's a brilliant
So
idea.
once I've got the streaming, the actual live
Live
streaming
streaming,
really
right.
reliable, I'm going to go and do a lot more than just staying around
How
here.
is that going to work? Because it's almost like you're a TV station.
Yeah. So
It's
at
nuts. You have a
present,
special aerial.
so what it's done no, I don't. At present, the GoPro literally just connects to an app on the phone. It
Yeah,
will go
yeah.
straight off from there and
Yeah.
straight to YouTube. Sorry, straight to Twitch.
Yeah.
Well, it will do YouTube as well. It's just you've got to have 1,000 followers to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
But what I've bought at home is there are two boxes. There's one it's essentially it's a bit like a phone, but it's just got much stronger transmitter on it.
Yeah.
And it's a Netgear. It's like a little box like that mobile hotspot, and it's like a really powerful receiver
So
and
that's
transmitter.
like having Wi-Fi as you
Yeah,
move along.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other box is an encoder. So I go from this HDMI into that box. It turns the HDMI into Ethernet into this the mobile hotspot,
Yeah.
and that then sends it off to my computer at home, which then sends it off to
Loads
YouTube,
of
Twitch,
good
whatever.
content.
It's
That's
mental,
some high
absolutely
technology
mental.
shit.
But hopefully it'll be much more stable, and
Yeah,
I'll be able to
yeah,
maintain a
yeah,
solid
yeah,
stream
yeah,
and
yeah.
be able to keep viewers engaged. You
Yeah.
know?
All
And
right,
then I've got
wicked,
loads
man.
of plans of things that I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't give up, because honestly,
Totally.
you'd be surprised how many
Oh, that's
more
awesome.
people
Yeah.
are actually watching,
That's really cool.
and actually what it means to them.
That's really cool.
People who are disabled.
Yeah.
You know, it's just mad.
'Cause
I see a girl. I follow this girl on Instagram, and she's in America, I think.
Yeah.
Well, not a girl, she's a woman.
Sure.
But she's just started being able to move.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure what her illness was
Yeah.
or her history, but she's just starting, and she
Wow.
managed to get on a lawnmower today.
Okay,
and move around, but
fantastic.
she's filming her journey.
Oh, that's
And I think
awesome.
these are the kind of things that kind of inspire you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really cool.
You
Is
know what
that
I
she on
mean?
YouTube?
She's on Instagram.
Oh, okay, right.
She's on Instagram.
That's the one thing I don't have, Insta and Twitter. I never did. I really
didn't.
do.
It's only
Should.
this year I've started
Yeah, I must.
kind of getting into it.
Yeah.
But you should do.
I've got to. If I'm going to do this,
Everything
I
is
need to.
Instagram,
Yeah,
and that's
and
how
TikTok.
you get more people following
Yeah.
you. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I've got to set up a C5 Live Instagram
yeah,
account.
Instagram
and,
account,
yeah,
man.
I
Or
really
just
should.
post stuff on there.
Yeah,
and
little
people
clips and
see,
pictures.
little videos. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right, man.
Yeah,
Really
man.
are. Well, you going to do some slalom stuff?
yeah,
or
yeah,
that's
I'm gonna carry
fantastic.
Yeah.
That looks really narrow.
Yeah, it is. I'm practicing, but I'm starting to feel more comfortable with it.
That's awesome.
It's a bit more
That's so
smoother.
cool. Check that out.
But still, if George was here, the other guy, the professional,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
he'd start saying to me, "No, you've got to do this, you've got to do that."
It looks really technical.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, that's fun, man. Right, I'm going to mosey over to
Yeah,
Blackheath.
man.
Really
Listen,
good to
good
see
to
you
see
again.
you.
Yeah, cheers.
And I'll be following you, subscribing.
Nice
and
one, I
everything.
appreciate that. Thank you very much. Have a great afternoon. I'll see you soon. So long. Always friendly. Always so friendly every time I bump into him. He says hello. Running in this weather, respect. Do you want to go? Yes. Got to put your money where your mouth is now. Got to put your money where your mouth is now. You can have a go if you want. All right, no worries. Oh, you got ice cream? I was going to say you can have a go if you want.
Nah, we're about to leave it. We're just enjoying our lollies. Okay, Casey wants to go then.
All right, do not hit the curbs. This is an antique.
I'll try my best.
Right, so most important thing, brakes. Okay, don't steer sort of too hard because it's three wheels. Yeah, so pedal a bit to get going. Don't hit the back of the van. Stay around here, don't go out onto the road, the drivers will kill you. Pedal a bit to get going. That is the power button. Don't push it till you're moving. The moment you're moving, it'll take over. Just press and hold it.
Okay, so what time do you stop?
Just pedal a bit to get going, then push the button. That's it. Now push the button, hold it down.
Go on, Casey. Go on, Casey.
Watch out for cars. They don't, they're happy to kill you. Hold the button. Just hold the button down, it'll take over. There you go.
Oh, Jesus!
Yeah. Just don't forget the brakes. You don't need to pedal.
Your turn. Turn it. Don't hit the curb.
Drive by for YouTube. Sweet.
Oh,
Oops, careful. You alright?
phone stand.
Yeah.
You have a great day, boss.
Sweet. Cheers.
Go.
Okay.
Cheers, man.
Just have a good one. Do you want to go? All right, no worries. Have a good one, guys. That e-bike is going for it, sending it. Yeah, that big bounce there, I do wonder if I stick the pack of Techno Wizardry to the bottom of the chest harness, if the weight will help reduce the amount of bounce and boom that we get going over bumps. The GoPro is really good at stabilising small bounces, but large ones like that. It smells like the Indian restaurant at the top of the village is open. Oh, that's so flipping good. The smell. I think I'm going to have a curry for dinner. Oh my god, that smells so good. Nice car driver letting me out. He didn't have to do that. I had no right of way. Send it. He sent it. Who's doing what? Don't kill me. Down this traffic. The lads from that shop clearly liked it. He was saying hello. No idea what he was saying in his language, but he was clearly very enthusiastic, which is awesome. traffic's about to fuck me. No, I'm going to get lucky. There's nothing coming from the right. Hello. That was lucky. Whenever I've had to stop, it's very rare I've had to stop at that roundabout. When you do, it's an absolute sod to get going. Hill starts and this are not your friend. Or this is not your friend and a hill start. Right, send it downhill. So I don't pick up as much speed down here as I thought I would. I think I get up to about 20 to 25. I use Strava to measure my speed down here all the time. And yeah, a lot less than I expected. It's fast enough that until I get to here, any cars passing me are speeding. Very speedy. And now I'm back to about 15. Nice one, thanks man. Cheers. So I'm going to have to start messing around and setting up OBS. That sounds like a freaking nightmare. I have seen Eleanor's trials and tribulations with OBS for her Twitch stream. I think my biggest concern with it is that given how idiosyncratic it is, if OBS decides to be a dick in the middle of the stream, there's nothing I can do to administer it, because obviously I'll be out and about. I'm hoping if I keep it to just the most basic bitch stream that there is, with very few bells and whistles, it won't make it the most entertaining or fun, sadly, but I'm hoping it might make it a little more viable, or at least there are fewer moving parts to go wrong, so to speak. So if I literally just set it up as the RTS relay, and there's one app that you run that will show an edited video when the stream drops temporarily. So basically if you do drop the stream between me and my computer at home, it will run a video to maintain connection to the actual stream itself, so your viewers just get a sort of BRB screen that will pop up for 10, 20, 30 seconds until you're back to where you've got enough reception the stream can resume. It's clever AF. Like I say, check out Spreezy, I think it is, sorry, Spreezy. I think it's 3 E's and a Z, Spreezy, and he explains how to set up all of this hardware and how you can have this alternative. So there are two sort of basic budget alternatives to using a LiveView Solo. which obviously costs over £1,000 to get going, and then they want a pretty hefty monthly subscription to do your cellular bonding and forward your stream. So this way you're doing the stream forwarding and everything else, so you don't have to pay a subscription to maintain the stream. And like I mentioned earlier, if this doesn't work, there's always the Bella Box. That one requires a very modest monthly subscription. It's just like $5, and that does your cellular bonding, forwards a complete stream to your sort of middleman computers, your OBS basically. Right, okay, this is my usual stopping point up here. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you coming along for the ride and keeping me company and saying hello, and especially to everyone that came up to say hello that recognised me today. If you make it this far, put messing with OBS in your in the comments below. I have to do that, don't I? It's the rules. Yeah, thank you very much. I've been C5 Live UK. I'll see you around. Like, share, subscribe. Bye bye.